Welcome to a special edition of the Suburban Jewish News on video. We are going live to Warsaw, Poland, where Federation CJA has sent a number of Russian-speaking Jews to Warsaw to assist with Ukraine's refugee crisis that's going on right now. Joining me right now is Oxana Pasternak. She's from Federation CJA. She heads the RSJ Philanthropy Division. Also in the middle is Alex Polosky, who is a volunteer who was born in Siberia, moved to Israel, and came to Montreal in 2008. And Anna Digerman, who is the president of the Russian-speaking Jewish Philanthropy Group. And Anna is from Belarus, and she came here from Israel 5 years ago. So I'll start off with you, Oksana. Tell us, what is the purpose of this mission that you've gone on?
So when we learned about this volunteer opportunity through federations, through North America Jewish federations, and actually Joint Distribution Committee and Jewish Agency for Israel, who all collaborated in this initiative, it was no question that Montreal representatives should go and to help Ukrainian refugee to escape and during this crisis and during this war. So we called our leadership, and especially Anna Digerman, who just finished her term as the president of Russian-speaking Jewish Philanthropy Committee of Federation, asking to help, if she willing to go, and asking her to help to recruit people, which she did. And we, with her help and other leaders, we recruit group of seven Russian-speaking Jewish Montrealers. We have a wonderful group, and everyone saying the same. It said, like, from the very beginning, Oksana, how we can help, like all the time we using words tzedakah, chesed, tikkun olam, and you can't find better opportunity, as bad as it could sound, like in these circumstances, than like to do this tikkun olam. This is real tikkun olam, and we're trying to help as much as we can, and it's very meaningful for us.
So Anna, what have you seen so far? I mean, how shocking is it to you to be, right near the border of Ukraine and to see these terribly sad stories from a country that was right next door to where you grew up?
It's really heartbreaking. We are hearing really stories of people, disasters of ruined life every day. And we are trying to do our best to comfort these people, to give them our support, and to get them ready to go to Israel. Because the people at the hotel we're staying in, they are, I won't say lucky, but lucky because in their situation, there is no luck, but they are lucky enough to have right to go to Israel, to the country which will get them as their sons and daughters.
Right. Now, Alex, you're from Russia, so obviously you were living there when Putin was in office. Did you ever dream in your worst nightmares that Putin and Russia would do something like this to the people of Ukraine or any country?
Absolutely unbelievable. It's beyond any imagination of any sick imagination. It's unbelievable. Never we thought about this crazy decision. It's something that it just the normal mind can just adapt and accept. It's unacceptable. It's an unreal situation. Absolutely nothing like that were in our mind. Never. Like I left before Putin, but yes, even knowing who Putin is, no one could think about these kinds of disaster that can do it.
Oxana, what are the stories you're hearing from people? Because we're watching it on the news, and I put myself in the position, I'm living in the comforts of my home in Côte Saint-Luc. Our home is our castle. I've got my house, I've got my furniture, I've got my family, I've got all my possessions, I've got all my doctors, and I've got my car, and I've got my job. We have a life. People in Ukraine had a life. They had to grab a suitcase and put their whole life in a suitcase in a matter of minutes and leave everything behind. Not only that, but probably family and really to start over again. What are the stories you're hearing from these people? It's just so tragic.
So first of all, I want to tell you, it's important to understand that as much as you and us also before, you hearing these all stories in the news, and to face these people and to have live interactions, it's completely different. It's very emotional, and it's, as Anna mentioned, it's heartbreaking for all of us. And it's also very important to know, and this is a message that we would like to pass to not only to Jewish community, to whole Montreal and Canadian community, Ukrainians refugees, and Ukrainians in general. It's middle upper class who coming here and coming they are not refugees what we usually what we mean, poor people from poor countries. It's absolutely not. And people come into hotel without nothing. Anna, for the last week, she's running kind of magazine, free shop with absolutely new, excellent clothes, all stuff, toiletries, etc. People coming to grab socks, underwear, t-shirts. They don't have basic stuff, and they left all their life behind. And yesterday, I had privilege. It's really privilege to go to airport with almost 80 people who flew to Israel already. For now, they are in Israel, and it was couple in their 70s probably, with one suitcase, and they said, this 20 kilo, that's it, what we have for our life. So another woman came with a newborn baby, 2 months old,
3 months,
3 months old. She spent months in basement in Mariupol, and her husband was killed by a Russian bomb when he went outside to help old lady neighbor to bring her water, because it was they don't have water, they don't have any infrastructure here. Another guy spent sitting, by the way, it's important to mention that the conditions of this hotel, it's probably around 4 stars hotel. So investment in these people from global Jewish community is huge. So we would also to thank everyone who's supporting financially this effort. People have comfortable rooms, absolutely amazing food. I sent pictures already, so you can see it. And when you're sitting next to during the lunch next to the guy who's saying how great food is and how he appreciated after sitting 20 days with his 85-year-old father without food in Mariupol in basement. So it's hard.
Yeah, it definitely is. Anna, I went on my first Federation CJA mission to Israel in 1988, and with the Jewish agencies, I was able to see on the ground what they did in Israel. I've been on trips to Poland when I worked for the Canadian Jewish Congress, and of course we know the fine work Federation CJA does in Montreal. But this effort with Ukraine in such a short period of time with Yair Slack, the CEO, Joel Siegel, the president, and the entire group that heads CJA. They've really stepped up. To me, it's just remarkable. You have to be proud, Anna, to be part of a community like this.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, I feel here the strength of our community, how the effort people are making to help the people in need. And I would like to say that we are seeing here professionals of the high level who are working really days and nights. There is no working hours, of course. There is no days off. People working here, really first-line professional workers. And we are really, really proud to join this team, to be a part of it, even for a short period of time, and to bring our help and our expertise, and of course the whole group here, not only us, but our group who came. We are professionals, having experience in working with people, social workers, preschool teachers, and so on. So, and it's the results are unbelievable, because we all together are able to comfort the people in the most difficult time of their lives.
Absolutely. Now, Alex, the three of you obviously speak the language of these people. That's the reason why you're there. So how comforting is it for people that you've spoken to communicate with people who are from, in this case, Montreal, but people like yourself who've also lived in Israel, to be able to communicate with them in their own language? That obviously is a big help.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, it's because the language, it's a key function here. Yes, we need, because beside of all the physical stuff they need, like the food, the accommodation, and supplies, they need someone that will talk to them, to these people, to hear them, and yeah, the human touch, and to hear their stories, and to understand them, and to care about them, in like to make them feel in safe and in safe place now. And the language, it's a big story. And I was a bit I was concerned if my Russian only, not Ukrainian, will be enough here, but it's definitely enough. These people understand. Russian is the way to communicate, even if it's not Ukrainian. Yeah, the Russian is the key function here.
Oxana, I'm going to ask you a question a lot of people haven't been talking about. We talked about it off the recording before we started recording. And of course, I'm a passionate animal lover. And of course, the human tragedy breaks our hearts. That is, you know, what we're seeing is just surreal, unbelievable. But there's also pets that people have. And you see a lot of people, I've seen in the photos you sent me, of people with their cats in cages. Now, I just think of having to leave my house, and what would I take? And the first thing I would think of, besides my wife, would be my cat. I could never leave my cat behind. And you told me there's a lot of people that arrive with their pets.
Yes, it's not only like pets, but it's kind of zoo here. So one of our challenges to meet with you was to find quiet area and to talk, because it's a lot of dogs, like big German shepherds, wow. Newfoundlands, yes, in hotel, and definitely, you know, like tens and hundreds of cats, and volunteers team, and in general Jewish Agency for Israel giving support for this part too. All documents and all vaccination and chips transport, like Polish doctors, Polish veterinarians, they're given for free. It's all cages. We have different sizes of cages here. So like if you came with a dog or cat here, like you will be sure that like like it will be taken care in the best high professional level. Also, it's very like important to mention that people come in without food and without underwear for themselves, but they carrying food for dogs and for cats.
Amazing.
If it's something special. Yeah. So again, you know, like it's a lot of pets here, and for me it's important and like just a great detail about human nature of these people who escaped from country in the war, but were lucky and like didn't leave their pets behind. So yes.
My last question for you before we conclude, Oxana, is you're from Kyiv.
Right.
And do you still have family there? And have you spoken to any of them?
Yes, my stepmother is in Kyiv. I am fourth generation Kyiv born, which make me very proud. I also I'm carrying this all the time with a proudness. My stepmother is active member of Kyiv Jewish community, which is still functioning because of help of global Jewish community, which is highly appreciated. She's part of senior center on Podol, and they meeting on regular basis. And this is just give us, you know, like courage and support to see, you know, like the seniors in the middle of the war making challah for Shabbat.
Unbelievable. Well, listen, my hat's off to you. You're making us all very proud. You're representing Federation CJ with pride. And I think also it's given a new profile to the Russian philanthropy group that I frankly wasn't terribly familiar with before, RSJ Philanthropy. So I'm sure we'll hear a lot more of that when you get back. So stay safe and thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for organizing this.
Great having you.